Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He was brought down by Jimmy.
The numbers for Jones last week, 14 carries, 62 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Tampa Bay.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Ray Greenlaw.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The tackle made.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Garoppolo to Ayuk, first down 49ers.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. 2 seconds to go, first quarter.
2nd and 10.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass intended for...
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. It's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
To throw again on 2nd down, Brady. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That's caught by Howard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
They'll try and run for with Jones. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll go with Jones. And this time he is in. Yes. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown of the new season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Extra point.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
49ers.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
Now, that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Pass past the 20. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the 49ers are back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Tampa Bay.
Shotgun now for Brady. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Called out a very strong gain of 24. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
49ers 7.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
and have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The 40-yard line.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards there, first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Operating from the gun, Brady. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ahkello Witherspoon. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Now Gold for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. They drive there, only spanning 3 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
It's Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
13 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Formation for the Buccaneers.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a 1-possession lead, looking to expand that now. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's got room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
This is Mostert. Again, he finds an opening. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another 49er first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
21. Here we go.
They'll run with Mostert, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for Sanders.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. From the gun, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Play action. Garoppolo. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 26 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
At their own 22-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. With Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
It's 2nd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And his throw here is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
The ball carrier.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 73 yards. And the 49ers continue to roll. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That's complete to his running back, Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Brady now on 1st down. They'll drop this underneath for Jones. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. He finds Howard complete. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the